didn't really plan on this. The whole day has kind of been switched up. So originally I planned to do an in-person read with a client yesterday, and plans changed because I had a migraine. So we switched that to today, and the time keeps changing. You know, she's a young mama with kids, so she keeps trying to move the time. So we gonna have to talk about that. But while I have a little bit of time before she gets here, I thought I'd do a quick live for air signs. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This is for the beginning of March to mid-March 2026. Quick check-in and see what energies are around you, what you've been going through lately. Got a bunch. If you're here, go ahead and check in. Let me know that you're here in the chat. Oh, I'm going to take that one. It's flying out. 4 on the deck. Welcome in, everyone. I try to give everybody a few minutes. Takes me a few minutes to shuffle anyways. If I'm able, I'll break this down. We'll do starting with Gemini first. Quick read for Gemini for beginning of March to mid-March 2026. All right, let's see. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see how it'll come. All right. I don't see anyone in the chat here, but we're just going to roll with it and we'll post it up immediately after live. So starting off with a live read for air signs with Gemini first in the house. We're looking at a feminine Gemini, or someone in their feminine energy. She's got looks like crystalline light over her crown and third eye chakra. So you're pretty tapped in, pretty tuned in, listening to your inner guidance. And of course, this makes sense for during the retrograde, memories and nostalgia. So, you know, you may be thinking of people of your past. The next card is higher self and activation. With that, interesting because it's, you know, the answers are blowing in the wind. So, messages that are coming in from your higher self have been activated. Hey, what's up, everyone? Just doing some quick air sign reads live. This is Gemini. It will be reposted so you can watch a replay if you miss the first couple of cards. So you're tapped in with the higher self, and activations and messages are coming in. Using your third eye for clarity regarding what the memories of a masculine in your life during this retrograde season you are thinking about. This came in reverse. Hey, Steph. Thinking about how this person really had no compassion. They were not very nurturing to you. The energy that you're in at the moment is a avoidance stalemate. So maybe you're dealing with an avoidant person and you're thinking back to that situation and questioning, why did you let that into your life, or why did you allow it for so long? The next card out is you're reevaluating your self-worth and the expectations that you have for what you would have or allow in your life. And what's coming your way? Celebration, gifts, and abundance. This could be Your spiritual gifts are coming in, and that is bringing celebration and abundance to your life. Your hands are open and you're ready to receive. So you've done the work. Checking that out. What I'm seeing on this card, not sure what the hey Delaney, not my first life, but first one that you've caught. I'm glad you're here. Um, so on this particular card, if you can see it, there's all this red all over their hands. Their hands look pretty dirty, pretty bloody. So whatever you have went through, whatever you've been working on, your blood, sweat, and tears has went into that. So if that's your working on yourself, working on your career, your healing work, you've put blood, sweat, and tears into it, and it's time to celebrate the gifts in abundance. That was a quick little read for Gemini. If you missed Gemini, you'll have to hit the replay. It will be posted up after the live. I'm not going to do personals right now, only because I have a client who's coming for an in-person read, and a girl is always late. So I'm kicking off air sign reads right now. So just finished with Gemini. I'm using the Yin Yang Oracle. And we're going to move right into Libra. So if you're a Libra, you have that highly aspected in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or you know somebody who is a Libra. This may resonate. Remember that these reads are for entertainment purposes only, although they tend to be pretty accurate. And I do tend to read current energy, and depending on if I can really allow I feel like I'm rushing right now, but I tend to see out and predict future and what's coming as well, quite a ways out. So if it's not happening, this is what's in the works for you. Again, if it doesn't resonate, check your other placement. Spirits, guides, and ancestors, give us the signs we need to see, give us the cards we need to see. Thanks, Steph. I appreciate you being here. Green-eyed was supposed to pop in. I don't know if she made it over here yet. I see Delaney. This is really, the chat is really little on my phone, and I don't have it up on my computer right now, but if the in-person read doesn't go too long tonight, I may pop on for a live and do personal reads. I don't really want to commit to that because I don't know, how late she's going to show up and how long she's going to be here. I think she's planning on doing an hour-long read, so we'll see. So what else do we have for Libras? Libras. All right. Anything else? I feel like we need a clarifier from the deep dive, but let's see what came out. This is a shorter read. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Okay. The first card out is Renewal. A spark of creation has been ignited. So that may be a romantic spark, but I really am seeing that as the flames of creation. So that you're working on, Libras. You are moving away from the comfort zone of your south node and clinging to things of the past and what is comfortable. Moving through a powerful time of self-love, creation, and setting your intentions for what kind of a life in the future. This card came out a little bit tilted. It wasn't completely reversed, but it was rebirth and winter. I feel like you did a lot of healing work in the past. Literally, the timeline that I'm getting is seeing the calendar flip back 2 years. So most of that you did like 2 years ago, a big rebirth. And in this winter, you felt a little bit of stagnation. I feel like it was kind of like um, residual healing energy, like the final remnants of stuff that you were going through in releasing things of the past. And the biggest bulk of that you went through in autumn and harvest time. But it did feel a little stagnated. The cards even felt a little bit stuck for a while. So you may have just, been up in your head a little bit. What am I hearing? That's why. Because somebody came in with an apology asking for forgiveness. What's your response? Libra, what was your response to that? And this was something that, you felt like you already went through a couple of years ago, but there was that residual energy. And then just when you felt like you were completely over this, here comes the person asking for forgiveness. Um, and in the reverse, feminine, I ain't your chick. I'm hearing, stay with what you lay with, what you lay with. So whoever left you for that other chick, you were like, boy, stay gone. Oh, I love it. Or girl, stay gone for my male viewers. Yeah, somebody who already was out there, out there in them streets and about that life. You were like, nah, you made your choice, son. You made your choice. Stay with what you lay with. That's what I'm hearing. All right. So the last little bits of that you were letting go during during the winter, and this was like I said, from it actually ended a couple of years ago. Resonates for your son with his ex. Well, hopefully, hopefully, he's really emotionally let that baggage go. I'm just saw somebody plunking a big old bag down. Hey, Dalton, how are you, hun? Dalton, tell me, did we meet in person at an event? I feel like I know you from an event, or are you just a viewer out there who caught on? I know you've popped in for a couple of the reads, and I haven't got to do a personal for you live just for air signs. So I did do a Gemini read. I'm in the middle of Libra asking for some clarifiers, and then I'll move on to Aquarius. He did. He's happy with his new partner. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Delaney. Dalton, honey, do I know you? You were in another one of my lives. Yeah, I remember you checking in on my lives. I just didn't know if I had met you at an actual event local where I go some read for free, give healing reads for people. I don't do it often, but I go to some events to help the community and give reads. So I didn't know if you were in one of those. All right. So what else do we have for clarifiers? Detachment. You went cold on the mother. You went cold on the mother. You were not, you were like, this is not spin a block. We are not in the set and spin merry-go-round season anymore of our lives, and I've completely moved on. I am completely emotionally detached and cold to that apology and offer and giving you forgiveness. Um, and you realized that it was fate. Look at that tower moment coming down crack right in the middle of that tree. So it really may have shaken up the foundation, left you feeling very unrooted, but you had the epiphany, the aha light bulb moment, the tower moment in your mind, that those detours were divine intervention. You were protected from someone who did not have your best intentions at heart. And um, you're looking back now and you're like, so grateful, what I'm hearing, grateful that that one didn't work out. And your final reflection was that all of their junk was projections. Delaney, I don't know if this resonates for your son. Make sure to share this with him. You're saying that this sounds like what he kind of went through with his former partner, and he's happy with someone else new. So glad to hear that. So, that kind of gave us a look at the past. The only thing new was just a renewed spark of creativity and getting out of their come node and clinging to cycles of the past. So with that, so I just wanted to look forward because we did a lot of past reflections. I'm just reviewing those. So looking forward, self-love, creation, and setting intentions for the kind of life that you want to have. So, all right. I am kind of flying through this because I really only ate 2 nibbles of dinner and I'm waiting for my in-person clientele. We'll move on to Aquarius. Aquarius. Everybody like the live if you can. She was cray-cray. A lot of emotional damage. It hit him hard. Yeah. I said that that tree, when that lightning came down, it like split. He literally felt split in half, fragmented. It took him quite a while. Yep, I can feel him now. It took him quite a while to come back from that and find his footing, find his grounding again. And it's only now that, a couple of years have passed from that actually happening. Yep, retrograde. People are coming around, and they're wanting forgiveness and they're bringing up crap that, you've moved on from the cycle. That really shook his world, Delaney. That really shook his world. But he's finding his footing again in himself with the self-love. And within that, yeah. All right, so more future focused for this part of the Libra. Yep, the Libra read. Okay, so we have a lot more growth by summer. A lot more growth by summer. The sun has set on things of the past. I don't know how new this relationship is, Libras. Delaney, with your son, talking about your son. Hot. This is, woo. This is one spicy hot tamale kind of relationship. A lot of attraction, a lot of Mars energy, hot. They've renewed something, a little spark. That same card that came out in the beginning of this read just came out again when I shuffled again. Maybe they're renewing a spark by with this new person that he's with. He may have known them before, or they're just like a deepening. She's a Cappy. They are actually really good encouragers of each other. It's not just that it's a physically passionate relationship, but they encourage each other to follow their dreams and their passions. So if they have an idea for like, I want to learn how to do this or I want to do that, I'm just seeing them encouraging that in each other, and he didn't have that with the other chick. This was in reverse, the ego, vanity, and pride. So it's a much more balanced relationship. Their egos are in check, and they've worked through, because this was in the reverse, lack and doubts, feeling like they don't have enough, aren't enough, could never be enough, could never be loved. All of that's in reverse. So this last couple of years, they released all that crud, toxicity, and being bound to patterns. So, yeah, Delaney, share this. It is a that particular read was a Libra general collective, but I must be really tapped into maybe really tapping into your sun's energy just through you, vicariously through you. So, all right, and we're going to move on to an Aquarius reading. Oh my gosh, I got fire coming up my spine. Is there an Aquarius in the room? Steph, don't you have Aquarius highly aspected in your chart? My spine is on freaking fire. Freaking fire. If there's an Aquarius in the room, ooh. Oh. Uh-oh. Aquarius. Yes, Moon and Jupiter in your 11th house. Okay. All right, I'm not going to say who this is for, but all right. This could be you, this could be someone around you. These reads are for entertainment purposes only, so take what resonates. This was intended to be looking forward from March to the near future, so mid-March. I like that. Okay, woo. Oh, Lord. Yep, retrograde crap coming up, popping up, always in all of these. Okay. Let me put... All right. Someone external from you was all about the party life. Couldn't get their act right on. I don't know if they had addiction issues, sexual addiction as well as substances. Like to go out and show out, be seen. Kind of a look at me, whether this is male or female, and you are enjoying your freedom from that, taking a leap into new opportunities. Pegmeister, read the card. Do you see it? I love that Uranus is on there. Not Uranus. Such freedom on that card, though. Peg it. Such freedom on that card, though. You're like, oh my God, thank God I'm free of that crap. And that person's wanting a reunion. You have a soul tie, and they're like, pinky promise, it'll be different this time. Pinky promise. They're spying and watching and inspecting, trying to see what you have going on. All up in their thoughts and isolating. Oh. They want to give you a love offer. Is this a same-sex thing? I feel like this is a same-sex thing. Maybe not. Yeah. They want you to share your pretty flower with them. Leo, Aries, or Sag, you may have that in your chart, or the person that is trying to return during this murky Gatorade. Ace of Wands, look at all that fire. They're trying to return. You're like, nah, son, no, sis. I'm trusting in divine timing. I got something better on my way. Why are you saying that? Healing your inner child crap. You have done so much work that you are ready to step out of the mirror and away from the past version of you who was trapped in your head about that old version of yourself with all that inner child crap. You have more self-higher expectations. Twin flames in reverse, so you don't believe in that crap no more. Not with that person. You're like, oh yeah, that was some kind of karmic soul tie. Not a twin flame. Toxic crap. All it was avoidance and stalemate. So you see it for what it is at this point. You know what they're about. And you're moving on from it. You're moving on from it. So you already know that this person's out there watching you. And they're trying to see what you got going on. And they're trying to pinky promise you that things will be different. I don't see any change there. And you know better. You have a fraternal twin flame. Okay, well. You've done some work. I don't see that reflected in them, you know. Remember, it's for entertainment purposes only. What do we got? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, well, that makes sense. They said they were going to do... they said they were going to be more stable and plant seeds in the springtime, and that's in reverse. Like, they literally kind of gave you the whole literally just blowing smoke up your butt that it was all going to be different, and they were going to be stable, and they were going to be committed. Not a damn bit of that was true. The passion and chemistry was there at one time, but it's in the reverse. You're so freaking over this. Yeah, I got that. I totally got D nozzle. D nozzle, great night. At one time, yep. There may have been a time, long time ago, where that kind of rejection and that loss may have like really had you in your feelings a little fragmented. And I don't mean like a deep soul fragment. Like, I can never, live, fix myself or move on from this. Just rejection in general is difficult for you. But that's in the reverse too. Like, you're so beyond these kind of games that it doesn't affect you the way that it would have 10-12 years ago, from either this person or similar people. So let's get do we have anything positive coming forward? All of this retrograde, yeah, this was all just past crap trying to come in, and you've already done the work. So you're like, nah, son, nah, sis. What did I say? What did I say? Stay in where you playing. Stay in where you playing. I don't know, something like that. I don't remember what I said at the beginning, but all right. So Aquarius. Any other? Turn that deck around. Why is it backwards? Spirits, guides, and ancestors. Give us a message we need to see. Give us a message we need to see. Yep. Stability, harmony, and flow. Yeah, go be someone else's blessing. I don't know about but you're all about your stability, your harmony, and your flow. And you've got this. Literally, you're like a freaking Olympic gymnast. Not in the physical, but like your mental, and you're so balanced, so freaking balanced. And you know yourself. That's what I'm getting from that. You're very balanced, and you know yourself. And I think I just heard the car pull up. I'm so sorry this was a short read. It's only like just barely 30 minutes, guys. I will try to hop back on later. So we just did the Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I'll try to hop back on later if I'm able, and do the earth signs. So really trying to go towards your North Node. Yeah, you know what? I should do North Node reads. All right, I do have some stuff popping out here to finish that. Same thing. Huh? Yep. 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 And it's all just saying, you know what? That's okay. Um, it's all just saying there's no more unexpected storms. You've grown so much, you've healed so much. You would never accept the same kind of crap into your life. All of this crap was in the reverse, in the reverse, in the reverse. So everything going forward is very positive. You're not bound to toxic patterns anymore. You realize that when you reflected on it, that was all their projections, and their control tactics no longer work. You are no longer bound by your limitations and your fears. So, yep. All right. Okay, y'all. I will post up as soon as I'm able, as soon as my in-person read is finished. I expect her to be here like an hour, maybe a little bit longer. So I don't know what time that it is now, but hope to see you all later on tonight. Peace, love, and blessings. Thanks for checking in with me. All right. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks, Green Eye. Thanks, Delaney. I'm glad you popped in.